Hello, Pipers, and welcome to a random Thursday, maybe Friday video, depending on how fast I can edit it. And join me into what's probably the first episode of a more casual show, program, video. I've been thinking about the name. I'm checking my notes. So maybe the Forgotten Gentleman's Corner or something fancy like this. I don't know. I just wanted to put it like a fantasy name or some kind of a cool name. But don't worry, that's not gonna be a 1 hour or 2 hour video. I actually want to go back a little bit from those because they're not that fun to make or edit or even watch. Although they could be fun to watch, I just thought about it and I'm like, all right, even if there's somebody that I really like on YouTube and he posts like those 1 hour videos, it takes such a commitment and we're all busy, so they're a little bit hard to digest. So what I decided to do is hopefully do an easier for me to shoot and edit show where we get to chill a little bit. We have multiple but like bite-sized segments where we check on pipes, we talk about tobacco, we just give you some updates, just a little more chill, right? So I have my notes, and that's so funny. Every single time I bring my field notes, and the one time that I needed the most, I'm stuck with my phone. I don't know, I just had to write them down quite fast and I couldn't find my field notes, so I just wrote them down. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So in today's video, I'm gonna be mentioning a little bit the giveaway with Alistair. You know it, you've joined the channel. A lot of people joined the channel because of that, and thank you so much. You've been amazing. You've left hundreds of comments, and they're not just the giveaway part. Almost every single comment has an additional sentence, and they're all very, very kind words. I've liked all of your comments. I'd really like to reply to all of them. It's absolutely impossible. You can't imagine how busy I've been those like couple of weeks, like with YouTube, with Instagram, with the pipes, with my other stuff. I've been pulling off like 12 to 14 hours like work days. It's been crazy. But so we're going to be talking about a giveaway, tobaccos, some there's going to be a lot of pipe show and tell, but very different. I'm just gonna grab, probably, by the way, after the Peterson episode, the rest, which are probably, I don't know, like 40 pipes more, I'm gonna do them in this format where I'm just gonna show like a couple of pipes per episode. I think it's just a little bit better than seeing everything in 1 hour chunks, and also I feel better. I can talk a little bit more about them. Yeah, we're gonna talk jars, mason jars. We're gonna talk about lighters, some life updates, some new website features, and yeah, and then the pipes show and tell. But before any of that, let me just show you what I will be smoking. I'm not sure if you already seen this pipe in the first episode of the Peterson pipes, or is it in the second one? But we have a wonderful Peterson 314 sculpted system. Sculpted, I think, yeah. You've seen this finish, but I would assume only on Meerschaum pipes. It's like the original finish, and I didn't know that they existed in Briar until I read like Mark Irwine's vlog. I saw the pipe, then I went on a hunt, and I found it. I found it all the way in Australia. Okay, it doesn't matter, but it is a beautiful pipe. It's again one of my favorite shapes when it comes to Peterson, but you know, I have quite a lot of those, like the 03. The 03, it is a better, or I like it more than this, but the 314 is one of those like extremely practical, also beautiful, not too big, not too small. It's just the perfect shape. And this one is a very early Republic. It is a standard, so a standard system pipe. Mm. And in there, I'm smoking From Beyond. That's the newest one, the newest edition. And as you can see, jars, 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 jars. I know for a fact that at least a handful of friends watching this video are just gonna be shouting at their screens like, finally. I have no idea what took me so long to pick up on jars. Actually, I know. I'm still in my phase where I'm trying to try. I just want to try every single tobacco, right? Every single tobacco, so I can figure out what I want to sell her. So I'm full of different tins, and I open them and I try to smoke the tin completely, or not one, but let's say 4 of them, and then switch it for another 4. And that has been working. But then my stock of tobacco has been growing, and there's so many nice ones that I really want to try, and I'm like, oh, but I gotta finish those tins first. And I'm like, you know what, just buy some jars off of Amazon. They cost like nothing. And I bought very small ones, those middle ones that can fit like a 50-gram tin. I bought some big ones, and now all of a sudden I'm in paradise. I can pick and try, and yeah, it's been amazing. I have no idea why have I resisted it for so long. But yeah, I just gotta figure out how to label them. This works fine for me. Actually, I like it because a lot of the labels are really cool, right? And I didn't want to lose that. I want to have the labels. So yeah, that's been happening. This tobacco was gifted to me by a friend from the US with a couple of other. That was a really nice care package. One of them was the Firebird Flake. Again, a really nice tobacco. Really like full. It has such a body, so many nuances in the flavor. I'm not gonna try to go deep in telling you what kind of nuances and what kind of flavors I taste in there, because I'm really bad at this. I read some of the reviews and I'm like, how the hell do you taste all of those things? I do taste them. Actually, I do taste them, because after I read it, I can taste all of those things. But it's so hard for me to put this in like proper words. So I'm not even gonna try. All right. So about the giveaway. If you don't know, we are giving, it's like a collaboration between me and Alistair, the Rambling Piper. We're giving away a amazing pipe. It's a Peterson Star System, which actually a lot of people haven't heard about, and I like it that we get to show such a beautiful Peterson line to some more people. An interesting fact about the Star line is when it was released. If you go to the Peterson book, you're gonna read, like I think Mark wrote, that the first one is circa 1978, but as you can see from the giveaway, the pipe is from 1975, and I've personally seen a lot of them from 73, 74, and even one from 72. So it is actually an older line. But I'm not sure if Alistair showed the photos. He showed the pipe really well, like in close-ups. But anyway, I'm gonna show you some of the photos, because maybe you can pause, zoom in, and see the pipe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post the before photo, although I shared it with him. It's like it is interesting to see, like especially the rim on that pipe, how it was very notched, right? Somebody like reamed it improperly, although there was no damage in the chamber, just on the rim. So I decided to give it like the deluxe system bevel on the inside, and it worked perfectly. The pipe looks amazing, as you can see probably from the photos. But I've noticed, like, I'm pretty sure that with Alistair we're gonna exchange our notes and compare notes and see how many people he has on his channel and how many on mine, so we can just compare. But I've already seen that there is a little bit of discrepancy, which means that some of you tried to enter by doing some of the things that were required, but not all of them. And just a reminder, if you wanted to enter the giveaway, there's 4 conditions. You need to be subscribed to my channel, you need to be subscribed to Alistair's channel, and you also need to comment on his video announcing the giveaway, and on my video, which was my last video, the Peterson part 1, like the collection video, the long one. If you follow his video, you get all the instructions, but some of you might have just commented or just subscribed, so there is a little bit of discrepancy, and I would hate for someone to lose out just because of a technicality. And I'm pretty sure that at the end I'm just gonna go through, at least on my side, through the comments, see who commented, check if they're subscribed, and yeah, and I just give this to Alistair. So make sure that you followed everything and check if you really want to be in the giveaway. And if you don't win the giveaway, don't despair. There will be another one that's going to be purely on my channel. I'm just waiting for this one to finish, and I gotta choose the pipe that I want to give away. There is a very, very strong contender, and it is the 307 Stars sister. It is a sister pipe because of some of my reasons. They came from one place, and I'm not sure. I'll have to restore it first to see what the end condition is, because the way I do my restorations, I personally don't know how they're gonna end, because sometimes while doing it I'm like, all right, I see this thing, but I don't want to sand it down. So it is a little bit of a mystery, so I'm gonna first restore it and see. But it is very similar pipe, different line, similar age, I think. I gotta check it. But I don't want to promise anything, because there's also 2 other pipes that are contenders, and I'll just have to see. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. Although, yeah, giveaways, they tend to spread very fast, or the news of, which is great. What's on the docket next? I've decided to finally join a pipe club. Jesus. To finally join a pipe club. An actual pipe club, not just a forum. I'm a part of a forum, a part of a Facebook group, a part of a WhatsApp group, like all of those like online communities. But I decided to join a real pipe club. And it's not optimal that it's not a local club to me, but I don't know anyone here, and it's German. Although I do speak German, it's still like a language barrier for me. I don't think that I would have enjoyed it. And I have seen some of or I've met some pipe smokers here, and just things didn't click in a way. So the pipe club that I decided to join is the London Pipe Club. First of all, London, right? That's the motherland when we're talking about pipes. And also, probably the 2 main reasons are a friend of mine is there, and I love this friend of mine. He told me a lot of stories about it. I like what I've heard. And the second reason is actually the president of the club. And I hope I don't get in trouble by oversharing, but I'm just gonna say one fact. It's a guy that is like a walking treasure of knowledge, which is something that I seek. Like that's my highest priority, is knowledge. With a huge pipe collection. Like some people are like, oh, you have so many pipes. No, that's nothing. That's a drop in the sea compared to some other people. But he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of first-hand knowledge, which is even more important and even more valuable to me. I got his permission to share one fact. You all know cannabis mixture, right? The tobacco. Well, the president of the London Pipe Club, he's a cab driver in London, and he's the person who made the recipe for this tobacco. So that's his tobacco, cannabis mixture, which I should have been smoking, but I didn't plan on sharing this information with you right now. But yeah, super, super interesting guy. I haven't talked to him yet. I can't wait for that. I have so many questions, like proper questions of stuff that like missing information that I have. And hopefully he can answer it. I'd love to see some of his pipes. Maybe trade some pipes with him. We'll see, depending on what we have. Although I have no idea what I can offer to a person with so many pipes. Whatever I show him probably has like multiple stuff. But anyway, that's exciting news. I always love meeting new people, like for multiple reasons. But like the pipe exchange thing, that's the one thing that gets me. Another subject would be lighters. I've been struggling a little bit with lighters. I love lighters. First of all, I love it. This is like a passion of mine since I was extremely young. I remember me collecting lighters since I was like what, 4, 5, 6. And I would always like I'm a millennial, so we're talking the 90s, and the 90s was the time for those crazy pipes, crazy lighters, right? With different stuff, everything new with laser pointers. I loved all of that, and now that has changed. Like I still have the same passion for something different, for something innovative, but this passion has also met another one, and this is like purely mechanical machinery. I love this, like watches and that stuff without electronics, without electricity, just intricate mechanisms, right? So I also have similar rules to lighters as with pipes, that I would love to buy a old lighter that's maybe broken, maybe I can repair it. And I gotta say, I haven't been that successful, at least in comparison with pipes. And some of the lighters that I've restored haven't been working this well, although I have a couple really interesting ones, and that's like such a hillbilly ingenuity that I had to put into getting those lighters to work again, because I didn't have any tools, no real spare parts, so basically making like seals out of the silicone pads and stuff like this. But it's been interesting. I love this like tinkering, and especially I love it when I don't know what I'm doing. So the whole thing of figuring it out and trying to find some old manuals, service manuals, super interesting. So I have picked up something has came today. It's alright, we're not gonna do like an unboxing. I don't like it, like opening packages, but I'm gonna show you. It came from China or from Amazon, I don't know. Yeah, it is Chinese. Let me see if I can show it without dropping it. Pipe in the hand. Chaos. This is can we focus? Yeah, this is a dunghill roller gas repair kit tools, and I'm super excited about it because I have a feeling that the roller gas would be the ultimate pipe lighter. Let me just grab some lighters here and show you what my experience has been with lighters and how I feel about it. I say sorry, but this is casual, so no fancy stuff. All right, the ultimate lighter, I would say it's a Zippo. It is a Zippo because this will not break. It's simple. Everyone can repair it, exchange parts. It works perfectly outside. This is the best. Although I don't really like it for like the initial lighting of the pipe, but if I have to tell you like one lighter to get, that's a Zippo. Next, we have the Peterson pipe lighter. That's like the classic swing arm. No, what? It just popped off of my mind. It was right there and I forgot it. Long arm, high arm. No, it was something with arm. Anyway, you know, like the old boy style. And the Peterson has been very, very reliable. I don't know how I feel about the whole design. It's a little bit clunky, a little bit chunky, a little bit simplistic, but I have a gripe with it. I have a gripe. First of all, it goes through flints like nobody's business, and also it, like the half point, I don't know if this happens with all the lighters or just with mine, but around the halfway point where the flint is like half gone, it will start like snack, like there right now. It gets harder and harder to flick it, to the point where I'll have to open it, roll the wheel the other way, and then I can flick it. I don't know, it's a little bit frustrating. As soon as I put in another flint, then it works all of a sudden. So I've gotten some new flints to try it out. But yeah, the next one would be the Corona, right? The IM Corona. This is like the sterling silver one. This one feels a lot better in the hand. It feels a lot better in the hand. It has the pipe temper, which is also cool. But at least mine, I've got 3 of those. All of them I've gotten like damaged or for repair, and I've managed to do almost everything. But they always seem to leak a little bit from the top or from somewhere. They're like not so leak prone as the Peterson. And this one also has some issues with the valve. There is no valves to change, so at some point I gotta dish out what, 50-60 euros to completely change the inside of it and give it another chance. And then we go to the granddaddy of all of those like Corona style designs, and this is, no, will we focus? This is the Dunhill Unique. So, whoa, we have notifications all of a sudden. So this is the Dunhill Unique, and this is the predecessor of all of those. And I gotta tell you, this feels the best out of all. It feels the best. It is completely leak proof. Not leak proof, but it doesn't leak at all, at least mine. My only problem with this one, oh, we're running out of gas. My only problem with this one is that I don't have the pipe nozzle or the pipe needle, and I can't find one. So I'm pretty sure if any of you knows where to get one of those, I don't care if it's the original or if it's just like a Chinese knockoff or whatever, but I would love to get one of them. And the last one is the roller gas. Man, I'm so convinced that the roller gas is the best pipe lighter. Again, for this one, there's so many parts. I've gotten the repair kit. I've gotten like a conversion kit with the pipe needle, and that's what I'm gonna be trying to do tomorrow with my new stuff. And first of all, I love the sound. I'm a very like I love sounds. I love the tactile feel of stuff. And I guess at some point I'm gonna get myself a DuPont, but I got one and it was so angular. I didn't like the shape. It wasn't comfortable, super expensive, but you get a really nice ping from them. So I'm sure at one point I'm gonna get one. But even here, this roller gas, just listen to the sound it makes when you open and close it. There's something about it. I just love it. I love it. It is super comfortable. And also what I really like is how easy it is to adjust the flame. Because for example, in the beginning, I don't want this big of a flame, right? And I can super easily adjust it and then readjust it if I want to. They're also very like leak proof. They're really nice, comfortable for outside too. And they're also hefty, which I like in a lighter. And then we come to the one that I don't have, and that's probably my holy grail of lighters. I will get it at some point, and it is the Torrance Teleflam. And I want the original one, which is like a Swiss lighter. I don't know, maybe I can share like a link. There's a guy on YouTube making those short videos about very interesting lighters, and it is so nice. It's semi-automatic, so you click one button, it opens, flicks, flame comes out, and it is a petrol, or how they call, like, yeah, the petrol lighter, like the Zippo. But you can adjust the length. You gotta see the video. There's like the thing that comes out, and you can put it in your pipe, and that would be the holy grail for me. They do have them brand new, but I have no idea how to feel about them. I'm very much confused. From what I know, a Chinese company didn't make just a replica or rip them off. They actually bought whatever rights they have to the company, to the patents, and they're making those lighters again with original parts or whatever. If you have the rights, if you have the patent, that's you that's making the lighter. They are quite expensive, but I've seen that recently they dropped their price. I think at one point they were like 200 euros, and right now they're like 130. And they look amazing. They look really nice. So I might, if I struggle long enough with finding the original one with like from the 1920s, I'm probably gonna get one of those at some point, because I think that would be the ultimate pipe lighter. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something in the beginning when I mentioned that I was very busy, that I want to answer your comments. Also, a lot of people have written me emails, and I want to apologize to those people for not replying very fast. Normally I reply very fast, but due to the craziness that is happening right now with orders, with packages, with website stuff, with a lot of things, I've read your emails. You will get an answer. You'll get a reply as soon as possible. So just a little bit of patience. But yeah, mentioning the website, there will be some new features. Yes, a lot of you have either written me in private or even in the comments asking about specific pipes. Hey, can you find this pipe? Can you find that pipe? And this is probably my favorite thing to do when it comes to pipes, is hunting pipes down. For me, for you, for anyone. And yes, we can do that, but as of right now, I have lists of pipes that people are looking for, like 40 or 50 people, and they're saved on different places, and it's absolutely insane. There's no way I can follow it through. So I decided to actually make this feature on the website, like a pipe hunter, most wanted pipes, or whatever I'm gonna decide to call it. Hopefully this weekend, if not next week, it should come online, and I'm gonna make a video about it. But that's gonna be the best way to do it. So basically, you need to go to the website, make an account, and in that account you can go put in all the info about the pipe that you're looking for. And if you want, you can just click a thing and I can share those. Like, I'm not gonna share your name or whatever you've entered, but there will be a list of pipes that I'm looking for, either for me or for other people. So anyone who visits the site can go check this list and maybe see, all right, somebody is looking for a 1973 dunghill, for example. I have two, so let me call this guy and see if he wants to buy it or trade it in some way. And I'm pretty sure that this will work in a great way, and we're gonna be able to get the pipes that you guys want quite fast to your hands, depending on what craziness you want. Because knowing my list, there are some pipes that might take me like 10 or 20 years to find them. But yeah, another thing, I've been cleaning up the website. There has been a lot of bugs and stuff on it, but you gotta remember, I have no experience making websites, zero. So I had to learn literally 2 months ago from scratch how to make a proper website, and I'm still learning. Very important for US and UK orders, there is already a new post that explains a little bit about custom fees and stuff. So you can check it out. It's good news, but it's a little bit more informative, and it's good for you to know that. All right, we're up to the pipe show and tell portion segment of this video, and I need to make some room. I'm gonna be showing you some pipes that just came in. I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 pipes from my collection. I think 1. I'm gonna show you a pipe that leaves my collection. I'm gonna show you a pipe that will enter my collection. So what do we want to start with? Yeah, let me start with something. I did something last night. It's so funny. A lot of people tell me, oh, this pipe on your website is like tempting me so much, and you're so lucky and whatever. I'm also tempted by those pipes because they're not my pipes yet, right? Unless I smoke it, it's not my pipe. So I go around the house, and every single time when I walk past a couple of specific pipes, I'm like, just take it in my hand, and just like, oh, do I want to sell this pipe or do I want to keep it? And last night I had, I don't know, there were 4 pipes for sale that I really, really wanted. And I decided, very stupid idea, to call a friend and to tell him that, to show him the pipes, and to ask him to help me reconsider, right? To tell me, oh, you have too many pipes and whatever. That's such a bad mistake. Do you have a guy like this that enables you in your pipe acquisition disorder? Yeah, so that's what happened to me. But I at least I managed to grab only 1, and the other 3 were left. But it is a, let's see if we can zoom in. There's not gonna be like any like close up. It is a Mastro de Paya. It's a Mastro de Paya Pesaro with the sun. Yeah, it has the sun stamp. On the bottom we have the media, that's the Pesaro media 3B plus sun, and it has an amazing straight grain, amazing shape and dimensions. This is if you watch some of my collection videos, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But short stubby pipe with a big bowl, that's just the best for me. And since last night, I smoked it twice already. Once was last night, and this morning I woke up and I'm like, immediately, you grab that pipe and smoke it again. And I'm so impressed by it. Because it's one of those pipes where I had to strip the cake from the inside completely, because maybe there were some cracks in the cake, and if I don't know the pipe, I need to get rid of the cake to see if there's a crack in the wood, right? And there wasn't, but it was basically like polished raw briar on the inside. And I was sure that even if the pipe was an amazing pipe, it would have smoked like crazy hot for the first bowl. Absolutely, it didn't even get too warm. It did, like after 40 minutes of smoking, it got warm, like properly warm. And this morning, nothing, gone. This is such an amazing pipe. And I was sure, I don't know, I have a feeling for the pipe while working on it about the wood. It feels like it's one of those like super hard Italian woods. When you knock on it, it feels more like ceramic than proper wood. And I know that it's the same like my Viprati, which is again one of the best smokers that I have. So that's a new pipe that joined the collection unexpectedly. And there's one more, I'm pretty sure. I just, if nobody grabs it, I'll grab it for sure. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. But yeah, it is a very special pipe. Too expensive. that's why I'm so like hesitant. If it was like something very interesting but cheaper, I would grab it immediately, but too expensive for me. What do we do next? Let me show you another pipe from my collection, and this is gonna be, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a hit with you guys, because it's a corn cob, and it is my only corn cob, right? It is my only corn cob, it's not that I don't like corn cobs. They smoke amazingly. I was so surprised. I didn't like them at first without any experience. When I say I didn't like them, I just didn't like the idea, and I thought, oh, those super cheap pipes. But then I got a couple, and they smoke really, really well. My only gripe with them is that they don't have the longevity of a briar pipe, which this is the thing that I love the most, that you can have like a small pipe that can serve multiple generations for like hundreds of years and still be okay. And also, just keep in mind, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, keep in mind that I love special pipes, right? That doesn't mean expensive, but it needs to be special. It can't be like just a normal thing. So look at this. Oh, look at this monstrosity. It's not a monstrosity. It's actually really, really beautiful. But we have like a giant church warden that's like 30 centimeters, I think. 30 centimeters. It's a complete custom pipe. I got it completely randomly, right? I have no idea who worked on that pipe, what was done to it. It has like the plateau on top. We have the briar. We have the briar bottom. Also like the corn cob mod or whatever, we don't have like the thing sticking in. The stem is also vulcanite stem with a 9mm filter, which I don't appreciate, but I know some of you will. It has like this thing wrapped around the stem, and this is my Hobbit and Lord of the Rings pipes. If I watch it, that's the pipe that I need to smoke. But come on, this is ridiculous. But yeah, this is one of my fantasy pipes, and it is a great smoker. It is an absolute great smoker, and I smoke only aromatics in it because it's like, again, you're watching a movie, it's fantasy time, and yeah, it has also some kind of metal things on the, like flowers or ornaments on the sides. It's a crazy looking pipe, but yeah. But anyways, enough with the corn cobs. But on the subject of ridiculousness, let me show you another pipe. This is going to be an unrestored pipe because it's from my pile of pipes that I've put aside for restoration. They are going to be joining my collection at some point. And if you don't know, I'm trying to collect at least one special pipe from every single brand. And it is quite easy when it comes to Peterson, to like those nice brands. It's relatively easy to find a special pipe, right? But what do you do when you go to a more budget line? They have amazing pipes, but they're not special, like at least for whatever I think special is. So we have another church warden, which is weird because I do enjoy church wardens, but I don't want a lot of them. But it was just when I saw the pipe, it was crazy. It is going to be a Lorenzo, right? And it is the Lorenzo TV pipe, which is absolutely absurd church warden. From what I've gathered, it was made for the American market. This is so stereotypical, I'm sorry, but the shape of the stem is this because the pipe was designed for you to sit on your recliner and smoke it like this, like the pipe laying on your beer belly. And this is the most, I'm gonna call it the most American thing, although it's not an American. It's literally what the Italians thought that the Americans would like. And they might have been right, maybe not, but I guess you're gonna be the judge of that, and you're gonna say if that's right or not. But I love the finish. It's like an unstained pipe. This is a very popular finish with Castellos. Savinelli has it. It's like the whole sea rock thing. But yeah, this is the Lorenzo TV pipe 11BT. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, with that out of the way, let me show you what I've got today. And again, those are gonna be unrestored pipes. And let me just show you this one. This is Peterson Deluxe 11S And this is not a pre-Republic one, but it is a very, very early Republic. It doesn't have hallmarks, which means it's pre 68. Am I right? Yeah, pre 68. But what's weird about this pipe, it is, first of all, it has the hand cut stem. I don't know if you know much about those, but the hand cut stems were put only on pipes, on deluxe pipes that were deemed superior to the other ones. Like, we're talking about the time where the deluxe was the top grade, and when you see a superior pipe, like something out of their standards, like so good, they would take the bowl and they would hand cut a stem for it. And those stems are quite different, I would say, than other ones, and a lot better. But there is something very special about this pipe, and it is I'm kind of looking into it. I've been already looking into it, but you can't imagine how many weird pipes I've seen here in Germany, because they were either made for the German market, or different tobacconists like Huber here in Munich, they would put an order for a weird pipe. And last, like 3 weeks ago, I was in Huber, and I was like, every single time when I go there, I interview them like crazy. I might be like this annoying guy that just goes and asks like all those historical questions, and although the people are very knowledgeable there, they're like, come on man, you're asking me a question about the 40s, how am I supposed to know that? I'm like, look in your books archives. If not, just give them to me. I can stand here, I can smoke a pipe, and I can read through some documents, right? Just give me something. And we talked about it, and they mentioned that they actually did. They have a really nice relationship with Peterson. So they what they would do quite often is they would allegedly the guy, I don't have any evidence, that speculation station here once again, is that they would have special orders for clients, right? And most of those special orders would not get the stamp of Huber with them, because you want a custom pipe, so you make your order, you don't want like the Huber stamp every single time. And I've gotten this pipe from Munich, and although I don't have evidence, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened here. So the hand cut stem was the first indication, but then we take the stem out, and you're gonna notice that we don't have a condenser. And it happens quite often. First of all, if you had the bone condenser, they break, people lose them, some people take them out, which I don't get at all, take them out, and then the pipe gets sold without it. But that's not the case here. And I'm back. I've seen stems without the condenser where you can see like the threads, and it's just missing, but this is not it. We have a 9mm filter, and this fits. I'm telling you, this is not someone's work. I can see, like, after I'm done with the restoration, I can show you some close-up photos, but this is factory made 9mm filter for a deluxe system, which is the absolute first I've ever seen this. Like, I've seen other pipes, like standard systems with 9mm filters, and I'm not talking about the brand new ones, I'm talking about old stuff, and they all had the Huber Munich stamp on the bottom, and they were all amazing. But I've never ever seen an old deluxe, and especially like a pre-68 deluxe with a 9mm filter, and the fit is absolutely perfect. You get to this point, even at this point it will not fall off, but you press it and you almost hear like a click, or feel like a click. And I'm not gonna say that this makes sense to me. In my opinion, it completely defeats the purpose of the system. But hey, I know that a lot of you just can't smoke or don't want to smoke without a filter, and that's why the deluxe system for Peterson is a no-go for most of you. But this one, that's something crazy. I've never ever seen it. I've never heard about it. All right, we're almost done. I don't know how. My whole plan was for this this format of video to be 20 to 30 minutes. I just have the feeling that we're gonna end up again with 40-50 minutes, and the whole goal of the thing is gone. But what can I do about it? Like, I can't, like, I'm gonna try to figure it out. Anyway, in one of my previous videos, I've shown you a pipe which unfortunately has ashes in it because I smoked it like 2 hours ago, so I can't show you. But it was a straight bulldog made by Comois, very old, like 30s, I think. And it was the Jockey Club. Jockey Club or just Jockey? So it was like a sub-brand. And it was absolutely amazing, this pipe. Horrendous smoker. Really, really cool one. And I immediately went on the look for some more of the same brand, same line, or whatever sub-brand. And I was like, there's no way I can find any. So not only did I find one, but it is from a shape that I don't have in my collection. Not only do I don't have, I didn't like it all. And at some point I got a pipe, and I wouldn't say fell in love with the shape, but it got me interested, and that's the opera shape. I got a dunghill root, a very small one, which I really liked, but this is the small straight opera. Again, jockey, yeah, just jockey, no club. Again with the same horse head logo on the stem. Same stamp, so again we're talking like the 30s, even 20s it could be. It's the shape number 178, and we have a hole on the stem, so that's gonna be a fun restoration. But other than that, that's an amazing little pipe. So I hope you enjoyed this. We're a little bit more dimmed light, a little bit more cozy, a little bit more casual, and it was great fun actually filming this video. So I think that I'm gonna try to do 2 to 3 of those per week, if I manage to get them shorter. If not, we get like 1 per week, because that's. But anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Don't forget to check out the Peterson episode 2, and for all the people that are participating in the giveaway, I wish you all the luck. I've checked some of you guys and what you write, and you're all deserving of this wonderful pipe. So good luck to everyone. Bye bye. See you in the next video.